Ancient mysteries have fascinated humanity for centuries. Hello people, welcome to Stories, Curiosities and Mysteries. Today we will see 9 ancient mysteries that have intrigued humanity for centuries, but before starting, don't forget to subscribe, activate the bell and leave a good like. It will help me a lot move on. Well, without further ado, let's get started. Number 9, the Oracle of Delphi, located in a large sacred enclosure consecrated to the god Apollo, was one of the main oracles of ancient Greece. It was located in the Plaisto Valley, next to Mount Parnassus, near the current town of Delphi, in Phocis, Greece. It was 700 meters above sea level and 9.5 kilometers away from the Gulf of Corinth. People turned to the oracle to learn the future and receive advice on important matters, from political and military decisions to personal matters. The Pythia or fortune teller, a priestess, interpreted the cryptic answers that Apollo transmitted through her. According to mythology, the Muses, minor goddesses of song and poetry, met on Mount Parnassus along with the Naiads, nymphs of the fountains. Apollo played the lyre and the divinities sang. Legend also says that Apollo turned into a dolphin to attract a Cretan ship, whose people he wanted to use as priests. The Cretans landed and founded Crisa, becoming priests of the temple and worshipping the god under the name Apollo del Pino. People went to the oracle to learn the future and receive advice on important matters. The Pythia or fortune teller, a priestess, interpreted the cryptic answers that Apollo transmitted through her. The Oracle of Delphi remains a historical enigma and a place of great importance in ancient times. Number 8, the Tunguska event, on the night of June 30, 1908, on the remote Siberian plateau near the Tunguska River, an event occurred that still defies scientific understanding today. A terrible explosion shook the tranquility of the forest, uprooting more than 80 million trees in a forest area of 2,150 square kilometers. For more than a century, the Tunguska incident has been shrouded in utter mystery. In 1927, Soviet mineralogist Leonid Kulik led the first scientific expedition to the site to investigate what happened. Although time seemed to have stopped there, Kulik pointed out the possibility that a meteorite was the culprit. Specifically, a bolide, a meteor that is perceived as a fireball from Earth. However, more than 10 years passed and no remains of the celestial body or the crater that should have caused an impact like that were ever found. NASA considers the Tunguska event to be the only record of a large meteoroid entering Earth in modern times. Although explanations for the non-existence of a crater or meteorite material have inspired hundreds of theories, the enigma persists. Number 7, the demise of the Mayan civilization, with its splendor and mystery, flourished in the lowlands of Mesoamerica for centuries. However, its decline and eventual disappearance have left an indelible mark on history. The Mayan civilization, with its impressive achievements in architecture, mathematics, astronomy, and writing, developed in the region encompassing parts of what are now Mexico, Belize, Guatemala, Honduras, and El Salvador. During the Classic period, approximately 250 to 900 AD, Mayan cities prospered, building majestic temples, palaces, and observatories. However, in the mid-10th century AD, something changed drastically. Cities were abandoned, and the Mayan civilization in the southern lowlands collapsed. Although there is no definitive answer, scholars have proposed several theories to explain the fall of the Mayans, such as overpopulation and resource depletion. The Mayans had depleted the environment around them. Deforestation, intensive agriculture and overexploitation of land led to soil degradation and scarcity of natural resources. Wars and internal conflicts, the constant wars between the Mayan city-states weakened military and commercial alliances. Climate change and drought, a period of extremely long and intense drought affected the region. Rainwater was essential for drinking and irrigating crops. Number 6, the Carnac stones, located in the Brittany region of France, are one of the most fascinating archaeological enigmas. Along the southern coast of Brittany, more than 3,000 megaliths are lined up vertically and stretch for 1 kilometer. These formations, dating back to the Neolithic period, constitute the most extensive prehistoric site recorded so far. Despite decades of research, the original purpose of these structures remains a total mystery. Some of the megaliths are taller than adult men, while others barely touch the knees. The site consists of 4 main formations: Le Menec, Kermario, Kerlescan and Petit Menec. Each of them has more than 10 rows of stones, with up to 1,099 pieces per set since the 16th century. The Carnac stones have been the subject of scientific research. In 1794, the French writer Jacques Cambry ventured the possibility that the site had served as an ancient astronomical observatory. More recent studies suggest that some of the avenues marked by the stones are perfectly aligned to the equinoxes. For this reason, some archaeologists think that they were ancient solar calendars, which were aligned to the solstice days to govern agricultural cycles. Although uncertainty persists, French Brittany receives a significant number of tourists who want to discover this enigmatic space. However, the neglect of the site and the erosion of the hill where the stones are arranged are a cause of concern for specialists. Number 5, the Jar Wasteland, in the mountains of northern Laos, in the Phan-Savan region, lies a place that defies scientific understanding and sparks the imagination, the Jar Wasteland. This archaeological site is home to hundreds of stone jars, spread across thousands of square kilometers. The jars, made from clay, animal skin, done in sand, are large. They reach a maximum height of 3 meters and some can weigh up to 12 tons. The oldest ones date back to the Iron Age, the last prehistoric period before the invention of writing. These megalithic vessels are called the tinajas de los muertos. Popular tradition attributes healing qualities to the jars. Some believe they were created by Kung Chang, an ancient king of a group of giants who lived in the highlands. According to legend, Chang molded them to prepare large quantities of lao lao, a typical Lao rice whiskey. Scientists, however, offer a more earthly explanation. Some maintain that the jars may have served as funerary urns or for food storage. The lack of scientific explanations has given rise to various theories, but the mystery persists. Number 4, the Kofun tombs of Japan, in the green hills of Japan, among the trees and rice fields, lie the Kofun tombs, funerary monuments that connect us with an ancient and mysterious time. These tombs, built during the Kofun period, Tercera to Sexta Century AD, are a tangible testimony to the rich history and beliefs of ancient Japanese society. Kofun tombs, also known as Kofunzoka, are funerary mounds that house the remains of leaders, nobles and members of the elite. The term Kofun is derived from the Japanese words Gao, ancient, and Fan, grave. These structures, often surrounded by moats, are characterized by their distinctive front and back circle shape. Some tombs are so large that they can be seen from the air, while others are more modest and located in rural areas. One of the most impressive Kofun tombs is the Daishin Kofun, also known as the Mausoleum of Emperor Nintoku. Located in Osaka, this mound is the largest in the world. Its Kijole shape extends majestically into the landscape. It is believed to house the remains of Emperor Nintoku, a legendary ruler of ancient times. Kofun tombs not only contain mortal remains, but also rich funerary treasures. The objects buried alongside the deceased offer a fascinating insight into the culture and lifestyle of the time. Among these treasures are bronze mirrors, jewelry, weapons, armor and horse harnesses. Additionally, Kofun tombs are decorated with cylindrical clay figurines called hanawa. These figures represent people, animals and objects, and are placed on the edges of the mounds. Number 3, the Ronsi Codex, is a collection of writings in an unknown writing system. This enigmatic manuscript, by an anonymous author, has baffled scholars for decades. The origin of the Codex Ronsi is uncertain. It was donated in 1838 to the Hungarian Academy of Sciences by the Hungarian Count Gustav Batthyány, along with the rest of his library. The codex is named after the town of Rons in western Hungary, now Ricnitz, Austria, where it remained until 1907, when it was moved to Budapest. At this time, the codex was mentioned in Béla Több's work Magyar Ritkásságok, Hungarian Curiosities. The Codex Ronsi consists of 448 pages of 12 por 10 centímetros. The pages have alternately 9 and 14 rows of symbols. Along with the text, there are 87 illustrations representing religious, secular and military scenes. These illustrations indicate an environment in which Christians, pagans and Muslims coexist. The cross, crescent, and swastika barra diagonal sun symbols are ubiquitous. Although many scientists consider the codex a hoax, attributed to Samuel Literati Nemes, a Hungarian Transylvanian antiquarian known for historical falsifications of it, the mystery persists. Number 2, Roman door cards, are enigmatic objects that have baffled researchers for more than 2 centuries. These small artifacts, made of bronze or, in rarer cases, stone, have a geometric shape with 12 flat faces, each of which is a pentagon. Additionally, they are adorned with a series of knobs at the corners of the pentagons, and the pentagonal faces often contain circular holes. Although they date back to the 2nd or 3rd centuries AD, their exact function remains a mystery. Roman dodecahedra have been found in various places in Europe, including Great Britain, Belgium, Germany, France, Luxembourg, the Netherlands, Austria, Switzerland and Hungary. However, there is no documentation or notes on them from the time of their creation, which has left researchers perplexed. Over the years, various theories and speculations have been put forward about their purpose as candelabra. Wax was found inside one of the specimens, leading to the idea that they could have been used as candelabra. Measuring instruments. Another theory is that they were used as measuring instruments, perhaps to determine the optimal planting date for winter grain. Number 1, the Voynich manuscript, is one of the most intriguing enigmas in history. This book, prepared in the 15th century, is full of images and texts that no specialist has yet been able to decipher. Although we seem to have more and more clues about its content, its origin and purpose remain a mystery. The first record of the Voynich's existence dates back to 1580, when Emperor Rudolf II of Habsburg acquired the manuscript for a large sum. The codex was sold by Englishmen John Dee and Edward Kelly, who were involved in occult and esoteric practices. Since then, the manuscript has baffled scholars due to its incomprehensible content. The Voynich consists of 448 pages of 12 por 10 centímetros. Each page contains a series of symbols and drawings, but no specialist has been able to decipher their meaning. Illustrations include zodiac diagrams, groups of naked women bathing, astronomical images, and a pharmacological section. In addition, there is a herbarium with drawings of plants that have not been identified with any real species. There has been speculation that the Voynich could be a hoax or scam. Some believe it was created by John Dee himself and his partner Edward Kelly. However, the true nature of the manuscript remains an enigma. And these are just a few ancient mysteries that have intrigued humanity for centuries. Don't forget to subscribe and leave a like. Until next time.